From the National Weather Service in West Michigan, the result of an ice jam that started up at the fish ladder on the Grand River in Grand Rapids. You're looking at video from earlier this afternoon at the 6th Street Bridge when the river went from being jammed to flowing in just a matter of moments. 24-hour News 8's Sarah Hurwitz spoke with the National Weather Service and some of those impacted by the flooding, and she's live along the river for us tonight. Sarah?
Well, Brian, the National Weather Service says that this is where the problem started here at the fish ladder. Pretty amazing to think that just a couple of hours ago, if you take a look over here, the river looked a lot different. It was about halfway covered in chunks of ice that were frozen, causing a huge blockage. But now with the ice melting, the river will rise. The slosh of the tires as we drove through. And the splash as our live truck canvassed the Grand Rapids area, driving through several inches of water covering the roads. The result of this mess of ice jamming up the Grand River at the fish ladder.
This is nothing.
But nothing out of the ordinary for people who live near the river, even though a couple of homes did seem to be flooded in.
I guess like the worst thing that happens is it takes away the yard at the end of the yard because of the ice jams, but it doesn't flood. It hasn't flooded in the wintertime since I was like 10 years old.
The river flooding that we have going on right now is typical, for what we see. But with the rises that are routing down some of the streams, it may become, a little bit more concerning.
The National Weather Service says the flooding that they're seeing is right in line with the sentiment of residents in the area, but there are still flood warnings for Comstock Park and Robinson Township. With recent rains and melting snow, it expects the river to rise by up to a foot in Comstock Park and in Ionia County by up to 3.5 feet in just a few days.
Ice jams, they can release really quickly depending on, if we warm up or we get a lot of flow coming down the stream, it can blow an ice jam out, and then you can almost get a wall of water.
For Kristen Pell, who's lived in one of the problem areas in Grand Rapids for almost her entire life, she'll believe it when she sees it.
It won't get up to our house. There's no way.
And back here at the fish ladder, while the river is flowing in this location, we did notice that just upstream, it does appear that there's another ice jam. Now, the National Weather Service does say that they monitor these conditions daily, and we will, of course, keep you updated. Reporting live in Grand Rapids tonight, Sarah Hurwitz, 24-hour News 8.
Yeah, fun to watch that ice break up. Mesmerizing, in fact. Thanks, Sarah.